Listen, Danny Dubois, I'm ready, bruv.
Is this the game that reunites the gaming division?
He's sticking it on Adam Smith in a way that I haven't seen anyone do. That let me know that Tyson is still smoking up to his time. Nobody's beating me, not even the developers. 100%.
Promote.
100%.
Promote me, fam.
No, I hate it. I hate
I
it.
can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on points, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian jello.
Yo, Scandal people, welcome to another episode of the Undefeated Podcast.
The only podcast with 2 undefeated fighters.
Chatting it up. Guys, we're not going any further till you like, subscribe, even drop a share right now. Just drop a share somewhere.
For no reason.
Just do that. Send a link.
Turn on the notification bell, bro. Anything that you can do to support this podcast, do it now.
Bang. Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
I'm 0-0. If I fight though, someone's got to go. And it's not me. Listen, what's your tail of the tape, bro?
2-0, bro.
Come on.
50% knockout rate.
Tell them again.
Half the men that entered the ring with me
Left on their backs. That's what they did. Bro,
Episode 75, bro.
we're moving, fam.
Oh, what a journey. It's been a...
That's what I'm saying. We are bro. It's progress after progress, bro. Do you know what's so crazy? We done a pod, like not a pod. We done a call-in weekend.
Yeah.
That gassed me, you know.
After the Conor Benn fight.
After the Conor Benn fight, because we had that one guy we calling in Texas from now on.
Texas phoned in, bruv.
Texas.
Elite,
It was
elite energy.
I've never seen energy like this. Nah, it was amazing. Then we had the call in today. Which everyone would have seen.
This week is 1 year. I think 1 year ago this week, we were sitting down with Lennox Lewis in Las Vegas.
Mad thing. Drop a bomb, please.
Bruv. That's actually crazy when you think about it, you know?
It is insane. Do you know, I'm going to go back and watch the vlog clip.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to post those on our Instagram page.
Yeah.
If you're not following the Instagram, follow the Instagram now. The Undefeated Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to post all of the vlogs from Vegas all in one day. It's just going to be bang, 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 bang. Watch those, bro.
Do you know, I haven't seen it since we did it.
I watched it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, yeah? Watching it back after, because obviously when we did it, we was in the panic, the stress of editing everything, getting it all done right. It was stress.
Yeah.
When you watch it back now, oh my days, it's just like, oh, that's us.
Yeah.
In Vegas, arguing with legit boxing figures. Telling these man what's what is so mad.
Nah, you can't say no chance.
Bro,
That's
we
where
were
that came from.
squared off with Ellaby, telling him AJ's gonna win the rematch.
Telling him, and they were telling us about Do you know what's so funny? I love to watch the content back because I felt like we was out there and I didn't really enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but we were so in work mode that like I haven't taken in the experience.
Up late filming, all day filming, and then waking up early.
Yeah,
It was just like, it was burning on both ends, bro.
because we had contract
Contractual obligations to fulfill, boy.
real obligations.
Yeah, facts, bro.
No, we had some real obligations, you know. So there was no time for sleep.
No, 100, bro.
Do you know what?
The Unibet link up was there. We just like, we ain't messing around whilst we're here.
Do you know what the funniest thing and one of my life's biggest regrets is? So I don't know. We told this story, but I feel like it's
Just
important
for the new guys that have joined the ship. So
that's what someone said they should do. Because people don't know about the show, we should tell them what to expect.
Yeah.
A lot of people, we talk to people as if they've always been here.
It's true. We just start.
So this is what we're going to do. Listen, this is an Undefeated podcast. We just talk about boxing, yeah? We talk about what's going on right now. We talk about what's coming. Anything exciting. And it's obviously it's for the casuals, yeah?
Yeah.
And on top, it's for everyone.
We're trying to, you know what I mean, make a space for the casual fans and the hardcore fans to come and sit at the bar together and have a good conversation.
But imagine that
That's it.
conversation in a barbershop. So it's reckless. Anything can be said. I will say a madness and you could come back next week and say, shut your mouth, you're wrong. Happens in a barbershop. Mid-trim, someone could say a madness.
Listen.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it, how it goes.
And we keep that same energy when we sit down with people as well.
It's a must.
If you just joined the party, we sat down with Lennox Lewis, Spencer Fira, Lawrence Okoli.
Come
we had
on.
a conversation with Chris Eubank Jr.
Come on.
and Senior in the same setting.
Come on.
Sat down with Lawrence Okoli,
Nigel Benn.
Dion Joma, Nigel Benn.
Come
and
on.
We've kept the same energy
Come
in
on.
every single one of those interviews. Bar 1 or 2 3 moments.
It's the Undefeated podcast. So now, let's go to it. So we're in Vegas, just so people that don't know and this new to this journey, just picked up just now. We're in Vegas. Understand, after this monumental interview, with Lennox Lewis, we're actually meant to pod. This pod, you're never gonna see it. It's never coming out.
Oh, snap.
It's never coming out.
I'll post a picture. I'll get a picture to the Instagram, yeah, just so you can see that it happened.
It's never.
You've not seen this episode.
Let's bring it out if we get enough.
No, we're never bringing it out.
It can't
This
come
pod
out.
can never come out. Do you know how crazy it was? This pod, yeah, usually we have like, there's 3 guys behind the camera that you have never met before, yeah? One guy, we call him Produce, yeah? Produce goes to sleep.
He went to sleep.
Mid-pod. He leaves.
He leaves the room.
What did Wale do?
Wale, he just laid down on the floor. He was asleep. So we're there trying to pod, and everything around us is just saying, go to sleep. And we're trying to keep this pod going.
How long? We thought it was on there for long.
It was this trash.
We thought it was on there for long.
We thought we had done at least 40 minutes of a pod to be like, you know, at least that can go out. Brother, it was like, what, 12 minutes?
It's like, the funniest part of the pod is when I decide to fall asleep. Literally, Travis gets up and I just put my legs up and just lie down on the couch. You just see sock. It's ridiculous.
It's perfect.
It's the
We
worst.
had to call it, and it's like, you know, this can't go out. There's
So
no
to
way.
make this story, understand, we're trying to solidify a relationship with Lennox Lewis, and Lennox says to us, guys,
Lennox is he's so cool after the interview. He's like pleased to the point where he's like, listen, we're going out
he
tonight.
said, where do you want to go?
All the shows, them.
He said, we're
take
getting
them
to
out. All the shows. Oh my
He
days.
said, you're getting to everything. Yeah. He said, what? The guy was talking about some exciting shows, you know.
Listen, the excitement was just insane.
So
Vegas, you know.
Oh my God. So
Through the lens of Lennox, we're about to access Vegas on a VIP celebrity status. We had the wristbands. If you see the way we was walking through MGM Grand, gassed, bruv. Everything. We're going through places. People looking at us like, sorry, can we see your passes? We're like, thank you.
No, why this story hurts, and I hate this punchline. It's not even a punchline.
It's
it
the
hurts.
worst.
Why this story hurts here is
So after Lennox
tired.
has let us have this invite, yeah? So we're thinking, you know what? Go back to the room. Every man just freshen up, get ready. You know what? We've had a long day. Let's have a little rest before we go out.
20 minutes.
And then
can't
we
be
turn
long.
up and enjoy, yeah? Everyone's like, all right, cool. We meet back here about 45 minutes. Yeah, say no more, say no more.
We missed calls.
Don't do it, by the way.
Yeah, you said don't do it. Lennox Lewis calls us.
Lennox has now phoned, and best believe every single one of us is in La La Land.
We missed the phone call. We missed the enjoyment.
And I remember I
Wake
woke
up at 12. We woke up around.
woke up at 12, and I remember I phoned Ruben, right? And I
Yeah.
said to her, I said, bro, is this thing still happening? And he just says to me in the most laid comeback response, he goes, yeah, nah, I don't know, man. Everyone's kind of just chilling, man. and this is how I know I was too tired, because I just went, you know what? All right, cool. like this was a normal night out. I woke
It's
up the
my
next
biggest
day.
regret.
I woke up next day so angry with myself,
It's my
because there's no way you
biggest
could phone me. You can't phone me like, yo, we said for tonight, no.
It's my biggest regret, bro, because that night would have solidified our full relationship, you know? Like, literally, we would have been out. You'd be like, these
That's
guys
a
are
story
cool.
to tell the grandkids.
Man missed
we
the
missed
night
it.
out with...
That's now the story.
When he's messaged you again, I was like, fam, this
He
man-
messed...
He wants to go out with us and turn up. Here we are choosing sleep over this. Yeah. Listen, let's get on with the pod.
Let's do the pod, yeah.
Stressing me out all over
It's
again.
just, it's a painful
But the
story.
vlogs are worth watching. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about scrolling back. We'll post those at some point.
Yeah.
this week.
All right, cool. Let's do it. So let's get into the tweets. Here we go. Doofus Creations tweets. Let's get into the comments. Sorry, I'm thinking of mad stuff. So Doofus Creations, first up, he goes, when someone told me about mortgages, I ain't renting no more. KG nailed it. Yeah, man.
Soulstar, he goes, easy guys. This episode was as if I gave Travis my voice to share my opinions on the subject as you spoke. LOL, weird. He goes, I can't even add or counter anything. I was planning a monologue length comment as well. Like, great show. That's mad. Man, like Soulstar, we're here, bro.
Punches in bunches,
Punches
bro.
in bunches, fam.
Let's go. So we got October Red. Come on. Dave Allen wasn't the same after the prize fight. He says he doesn't want to get punched anymore. Wow, the spar video of Usyk. He will stay in boxing, the commentary, etc. Big facts, KG. I don't think he'll be okay though.
I do think he'll be okay.
think he'll be okay. That's wicked. Great pod as usual. See you after the call. Yeah, see, that's the message.
That's the comment.
That was the message that
See
made
you
us.
on the call-in after the Ben bout. That's
she
why
missed
we
it.
did the live.
And you missed it.
And you missed it.
Anyway, cool.
Got Chill Out 477. Great laughs throughout the podcast, guys. It got serious towards the end. KG, you had me rethinking my life choices whilst listening to the pod with a paintbrush in one hand. He goes, but you rolled back and respected a hard day's graft. Thumbs up.
You know what it was, yeah? We recorded for so long that day, and I think I just got to my wit's end. I was just angry. I don't know why I was that angry with Dave Allen. I wasn't even angry. Do you know what it is? I was like, oh, please don't make a bad decision. Like, you belong in this game. That was literally what it was. But then I think sometimes, because I listened to it back, I was like, Rob, wait.
You went for it.
Yeah, but then, you know, I stand by what I said. But I honestly feel...
It was a real thing you said?
I honestly feel that this guy is talented enough to last in boxing. So I'm excited for him.
We've got another one from Panit. He goes, I only have respect for anyone who has the guts to step into the ring.
Come on.
Retiring is the best boxing decision Dave Allen has made. I agree with you both. KG is right to say that Allen still has something to offer boxing from outside the ring. Allen struck gold with Eddie, and he deserves to enjoy what he's made from the game. You don't play boxing, and if you can't live the life, walk another path. All the best to the White Rhino. I love the Flowers vibe, and damn, KG can sing.
Ah, there you go. Here you go. Listen to this one. Jonathan, here we go. Jonathan, Salesman, that's a cool name anyway.
Yeah, for real.
Not gonna lie, I took a break from you guys for a bit, but this podcast episode gave me bare jokes. Big up to you guys. Defo gonna backcast. Man
like that.
said, I like
That's
that,
honest.
you know.
That's honest.
But he said backcast though.
Nah, that's important.
We didn't even know that was a thing, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know that was...
Yeah, bro.
what you said.
Podcast, backcast.
It makes sense.
I like it.
Podcast is forward.
Mm.
We've got another one from Pain Free. Another
Let's
great
go.
pod, guys. You man have to talk about the round table with Dubois and Joyce.
Hmm?
I woke up on my sofa at 2:42 a.m. with all the lights on after falling asleep 3 minutes into the video. He goes, I drifted off like the woman working at Subway mid-sandwich prep.
Why is that happening to you, bro? What are you ordering?
He said the Joyce Dubois interview was so dead.
No, it's dead. No,
He
them
fell
lot.
asleep and woke up at 20 to 3.
Do you know what? I'm gonna miss these two as a double act though.
Yeah, you know what? It's great that the fight is this close because we know it's going to be a great fight. But I am going to miss their nonsense.
Them together because it's like,
they're such a mad dance partner.
you know, that's what I said. Boxing's all about dance partners, and literally one's doing the merengue, one's doing the tango, bruv. But really slowly.
No one's doing the tango. They're both doing the two-step at the bar with no drinks.
No drinks.
Yeah, you know, you just like try to pretend like you're enjoying, but you just can't buy a drink. We got Trey896. What KG said about Whitaker and Akoli saying they want to look at the world level and not British level is the same thing that we said about Anthony Yard when he looked at the world level when he fought Kovalev. But your dry brethren, Just Business, aka Boatsy, has yet to do the same thing and step up. Do you agree? How long will we be waiting? Longer than KG get to get the fight with Heavy D? Who knows? Thought I'd bring you the smoke for this week. You've been hating on the Lions for a minute. Hashtag free smoke. Hashtag great defeaters.
First round, let's take center of the stage. Bang out. Are you on it? If you're on it, I'm on it.
You know what? That message, yeah, was so
Layers.
reckless and flagrant here, but it was interesting. It was interesting.
There's no comeback.
No, wait, no, I ain't gonna
You
come
want
back
to
to
be
that.
giving, you want to be giving man flowers
I
for
ain't
going
gonna
for the
come
world
back.
stage, but when y'all took a shot at greatness, all of a sudden you want to be critiquing.
Remember, I'm not coming. Listen, I
Listen,
told you
yeah.
I'm not giving any yard takes. I'm gonna wait. He's got 3 more fights. Then I get to talk in it. That's what I'm doing. I'm chilling right now.
Got another one from Ash.
Let's go.
Brilliant pod, guys. If Khan and Brook fight now, the first person to land a jab will get the KO victory. He goes, also, I would love to hear your opinion on a fantasy fight. Hay versus Usyk at cruiserweight. 2 of the best cruisers of all time, along with Holyfield. I'm
I'm getting Usyk.
I'm feeling Hay KO early or Usyk points late stoppage.
I'm getting Usyk.
I'm going David Hay.
Of course you are.
Of course.
It was a pointless message.
Didn't need to ask me that. David Hay, 100%. David Hay, 100%.
All right, let's
Usyk's
pod.
easy to hit. David Hay cracks man differently, and he goes,
Yeah, let's pod.
yeah, let's pod. We're here. All right, so this weekend, Conor Benn steps into the ring.
Against Formula.
Yep, however, yep. That's
That's
cool.
what I'm saying. It.
Cool. What's your thoughts, man?
You know what? It was an exciting fight. And I want to say, like, Sims, that's Conor Benn's trainer. The greatest thing they've done for Conor Benn is I think they're trying to, and it's a shame that I'm bringing this up, but they're not really talking about his dad. They're trying to get him out of his dad's shadow and take him in another direction because he's not his dad. Doesn't have his dad's power. I'm going to stop for a second. I'm back in. He doesn't have his dad's power. Yeah, he's not his dad, but he has the energy in terms of how he presents himself, how he speaks. That's his dad.
Yeah.
But that's it. And what I like is they're trying to change him. Now, I was worried that we're gonna see the typical Conor Benn. It's exciting, it's attractive as a fighter to watch, but then it's like, oh, it's dangerous. You know, like anyone that's gonna get, and he did take some of the shots. He wasn't as reckless as he can be. I think when he switched to inside fighting is when I said, you know, this is good, because he was taking damage. And I don't know if, let's say he was taking damage because of he realized Formula's power. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was, but he was taking shots. Even if you see his face, it's scarred up.
I like
Talk to me.
I like Conor Benn.
Yeah.
Straight out of the gate. I've always liked him. I think there's times in this pod where I've just said he makes mistakes. He does stuff that's a bit nuts. But I like watching him fight. Yeah. And you know, this just reinforced that feeling where I was just watching him. I was just like, you're gonna be in some great fights.
Of course.
Now, my thing is, like, I think this was the most mature performance we've seen from Conor Benn. Yeah. He's definitely learned, like, from his experience and the level of training that he's been doing, you know, in the shadows, because he's shown a boxing IQ that I didn't think he had. Yes. Do you know what I mean? He was very mature with the decisions he was making. Yes. He wasn't just engaging for no reason. Like, he was, you know what I mean, like, really defensive aware at times. But there's also some times where I felt like he just dropped the ball defensively. Like, for example, on the ropes, shoulder rolling, and then just leaving his face wide open. He almost got tagged every single time he did it. With the left hook. And I was just like, you know what I mean? Just let's not be and I feel like there's times when, you know, we question we're questioning his power. I'm seeing a lot of people mention his power, but I feel like he goes for a knockout with every shot. Every clean shot that he can throw, it's like he just wants to end it with the shot. And it's just like, I think that how he's going to get his knockouts is going to have to be a change in levels, where it's just like, sometimes just touch the guy, just land a clean shot. And then sometimes just out of nowhere, surprising with the power change. Because I think if you try to put them all on the shot, it's like he can adjust to your power. Do you think though, because someone was arguing that you don't actually have to knock a man out to get the stoppage now. If you just outwork them, like, you know, back them up, combinations, the referee will call it off if you're not hitting back. So no, but it's not as clean like that, especially when a referee has a bit of intel on you. Like, at the low levels you can do that, but when the referee knows that you're a durable opponent, like, for example, no referee worth his sauce is going to stop Evander Holyfield on his feet. Oh yeah, no. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they know Evander is that guy. Some work. So they know from even Hatton. Exactly. People who just take the resilience. So, like, Triple G is not getting stopped on his feet. Yeah, no way. People like this, and Formea went 12 rounds with Sean Porter, as everyone keeps saying. Formea, that's it. Perfect. The other detail they failed to mention is that he didn't win a single round against Sean Porter. But the resilience is obviously what they were looking for the test. So you're not going to stop him with no little easy pitter-patter thing. So I kind of floor that logic of just back him up and throw a bunch of punches. Do you know what I want to say, though? Just to give him this flowers, Conor Benn, in terms of just, like, he can carry, like, boxing in the UK to the next level in terms of his personality. No, not him as a fighter, personality-wise. I wasn't talking about, you know how we look at Dubois. Oh, the British. I'm just talking his style. As a treasure, do you mean? Yeah, just how he speaks. Yeah, I see that. It's so like I played back the interview when he's talking about, man, them are trying to date my sister now. Like, I can't do nothing about it. Can't have that. Do you know what I mean? People talking to me about training and stuff. Yeah, I've had this. I'm rich. Do you know what I mean? I still train harder than anyone. Silk pajamas. The way he was speaking, it's like, let's say you can't get out with train with silk pajamas. I train in silk. I wake up in silk pajamas and I get into a Range Rover with heated seats. And I still train harder than these boys. Crushing it on the sprints, crushing it in the gym. I'm like, listen. You can't dislike Conor Benn. And he's so open to agree. He's vulnerable with his truth. He just puts it out there. But that's exciting. That's what we like. When Nigel was the same way. There you go. And when I talk about being the next face, not like next face, you know, he had the Bellew, and Bellew, like it or not, say what you're gonna say about him. He made you like him. Like, I know you weren't a Bellew fan, but for me, or let's say there's not. Okay. Bellew without David Haye, I would have liked him. There you go. He was the other side, and it was just one of the things where they were so polarizing personalities. It became I saw them. Yeah. So if I was on Bellew's side, I would hate Haye, and Bellew would have been my guy. So they make themselves. They need the dance partner to do that, because before that, let's be real, Bellew wasn't in those conversations. Yeah. So it's like Conor Benn, once he gets his dance partner, which could well be Josh Kelly. These man, if they come together and it's just a war for the ages, we've got that British rivalry that does an absolute madness.
And you know why? It's exciting because now I'm like, I want to watch Conor Benn interviews. You know what I mean? He took me to that stage where it's like, because we've been looking for the next guy. Like it or not, we're talking next gen. We're talking who's going to be the guy that because there's so many people that like, we got AJs, they're elite. AJ, we have to pay for his fights, innit? Yeah. Now it's like, who's going to be the next guy that we have to like
care about,
follow and care about,
and be invested in? Conor Benn he's made a play for that position because, you know, like we always say on this pod, promotion on an outside of the ring basis does wonders for your support in your fan base.
It does.
What we've seen with like Conor Benn and just speaking so freely, just being himself, just the heightened visibility has done a madness. Now we tune in and we're watching from a different place because now this fight was a point, like a pivotal fight in his career where it's like we're not looking at you as Nigel Benn's son. That's kind of in the back. That's really a backward conversation. We're looking at Conor Benn as he steps it up in levels.
I'm gonna compare it to you know when Jaden Smith bought out Icon? You know that tune?
Man, I'm an Icon.
Yeah. It was like, you've always been Will Smith's son in the movie, Pursuit of Happiness, whatever. You know what I mean? After that, all these films of just him and Will Smith. Yeah? You've always just been Will Smith's son to me, even Karate Kid. Yeah? When now you went into rap and you switched up and then he gave us Icon, I said, okay, I'm not thinking about your dad right now. I'm actually now going to see you as your own person and watch your own journey. And what Conor Benn did that night for me is said to himself, okay, you stepped out and his dad's done so well to kind of remove himself from the journey.
He didn't force himself into the picture.
He hasn't done that. You know what I mean? I'm saying his dad like I don't know him because man's got your number, fam.
No, we know
Nigel.
We know Nigel Benn.
Don't know. No, but the fact that he stepped aside so graciously and said, go on, son, walk this road on your own. And the son's talking now. He's talking like, listen, guys, I'm here. He said, I don't want to hear no dead fighters call my name. He said, because Congo, no disrespect to Congo, he said, Chris Congo's call my name. I don't want to hear from these men. The only one I'm looking for, he said, remember he said I only want Josh Kelly. I don't want to hear British fights. I don't want to hear that. I want the next level. I said, wrong.
I like
he
that kind
was
of talk,
talking saucy. And I said, you know what? This is interesting. Hopefully, there is that question of power, though.
There is the question.
There is the question of power,
and it's mad that both Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn, their kids, both have that same issue. Whereas dazzling speed, the shots are there. They're game fighters. They outwork. I mean, this stuff about silk pajamas. When these two guys grew up rich and they just at any moment will outwork any fighter in any gym. It doesn't
make sense.
It's nuts.
You have to respect it.
They both lack that clinical one shot.
Yes.
And it's mad to think like, how comes? But it's just one of those things.
Can you develop power though? Can you develop knockout power? Is it something that you just like, see how Deontay Wilder, you know, is this just something you're just born with?
Yeah. Because
just
Deontay Wilder's 15 stone and he could put down an 18 stone man with one shot. You can't teach that kind of thing. And I think punch technique and all these different things help, but I just don't think you're going to just suddenly be a one-shot KO artist. So it's just one of the things where they're just going to have to adapt. Do you know what I mean? And be that tough, well-conditioned fighters that are game for war for 12, like Eubank Jr. is, and Conor Benn, I believe, will be as well.
Well, there's so much talk about the Josh Kelly fight, and what's exciting now is they're breaking the lockdown laws and regulations. They're easing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as we finish this, we should be out of lockdown. As this comes out, I think.
No, not just yet. A few days.
Yeah, there you go. But so, like,
what do you think about Josh Kelly versus Conor Benn?
This is what I'm talking about.
Because I'm looking at that and like after this performance, and also given Josh Kelly's last couple of performances, I'm like, Josh Kelly doesn't have big power either. He's, you know, a smart fighter and he's got a great amateur pedigree. Whoa. So he's not like he's not going to be a pushover with a bit of a scrape. But I think Conor Benn has enough of, you know, this new kind of conditioned version of him, like his style. But also he can go to war.
Seek and destroy, bro. It's one of those kind of missions.
So if he pulls Kelly into a dogfight, how does Kelly respond to that madness? No,
but you remember, you got Kelly now, what he has in his corner, a trainer that you really respect.
Adam Booth. Yeah, I rate him highly.
Adam Booth. So it's like, and Adam Booth's watching him.
But Adam Booth can't put power into his right hand. So if you can't out Conor Benn, and I know Conor Benn is a tough, durable guy. He has a chin and he can get up. He's got up before.
No, but what I'm saying is what Adam Booth is actually going to offer is he's not going to let him get carried away and lost in a fight. He's been there. He's been to the mountaintop. And he can calm down, pull out. You don't trade like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's a steady head.
His fighters are sharpshooters.
Sharp. So then it's this, and again, it becomes a pick 'em again. With the situation, because you say, okay, in your corner, and like it or not, Conor Benn, when it comes to it, he will try to go to war.
Yeah.
He's naturally,
if he gets caught with too many, he will go back to. And you know what's mad? Yeah, I was saying this because I watched a fight with my dad, and my dad was saying it's funny because there's so many little mannerisms that he has in the ring that's like his dad.
Yeah.
Footwork and just the way he does these little moments, they look like his dad. But he goes, I think he'll be like his dad to a degree where it's like if he does get into a slugfest, he leans right into the slugfest.
Yeah.
And he'll go because there's times in the fight where he's stuck around just that bit too long, and you could see the moment in his mind where it goes, oh, can't do this anymore. Yeah. And then let me get back to being smart. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But the tendency, if he's in the thing where, let's say he gets outboxed, best believe we're going to see an absolute dog in Conor Benn come out and be like, all right, let's have it then.
And I cannot wait. You got to respect him for that though. Fam. You got to respect him because you say to yourself, wow, like, what makes you get up though? Being that rich, what is driving that?
There's two ways of looking at it, right?
Go on.
When you respect your parents' legacy, you know you can't come into that space and bring shame.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's like that extra pressure is on you from before anyone knows about who you are.
Yes.
The minute you've made that decision that I'm going to walk into that space, and I relate to that.
You relate? I was going to say, when
you're going to walk into a space where your name is going to go, whoa.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, all right, well, now I've got to see. And you know the expectation is higher for you.
Yes.
So then you either going to rise to that challenge or you're just going to bring shame to a situation that had no shame prior.
Yeah, because I think about, obviously, for the people that don't know, Travis's mum's a whole legend out here. Travis's mum is Angie Lamar. Like, she's a whole comedian icon, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So even the other day, your mum messaged like me. I was guest, bruv, and I pod with you all the time. But it's just, I think he was watching the Channel 4 the Mo documentary, yeah. And what it did for me was like, oh my god, like the way you see someone. And you know the name's been ringing off for years. Yeah. But then you understand your presence in the game and how long you've been in it. That's right. I can understand for you now, stepping into the game, it's that pressure. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And for Conor, hence why, because when I call you, like, yeah, Travis, like, yeah, I'm writing. And I'm like, bro, Travis, let's pod, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can understand the next gen that come out and they have to be heavy hitters. That's right. You know what I mean? I feel it for every next generation thing. Even in basketball. Yeah. LeBron James' son. What kind of pressure is going to be on him?
Michael Jordan had 2 kids that were trying to play basketball, you know?
No.
And they didn't get to the NBA. Can you imagine how that must have felt?
It's long.
You see what I'm saying? They took it on, but it just weren't there.
I changed my last name, bro.
But it's one of them things where it's like, but I like the fact that both of them, Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, they embrace it and they wear it well. Yes. And I think you can see that both of their personalities that just comes out because Conor Benn, off the same kind of cloth as his dad, very open, very vulnerable, tell it like it is, good or bad. And then you have Eubank, who's just like his dad, very calculated, measured, gives nothing away by facial expression, and he just keeps it mad chill.
I'll never forget the video when he's like, these guys, you know that setup video when how got robbed, but it wasn't a setup. The house actually got robbed, but it's like, you forgot the Rolex. It's the facial expression when he's like, if they were great criminals, they would have looked in this pocket. I was like, right.
That's mad unfortunate.
You back, man. You know what it is, and once again, you're getting that thing. I think there's a certain type of fan that will rock with Conor Benn and say, I'm down for this style. Do you know what I mean? And this personality. And there is a side that will go for you if Eubank just makes the return.
Do you know what's interesting though?
Go on.
My dad was talking about the Eubank and Nigel Benn beef. And he was saying, he goes, what's funny is that before Nigel Benn called him arrogant, people didn't really feel like that about him. They kind of just like, oh, who's this guy? You know, he fights different, very unusual style. But that was it. Is when Nigel Benn was like, who's this guy I think he is? He's arrogant, he's this and that. People started looking at Eubank thinking, yeah, what's all this posing about? And then he said Eubank started to run with it and lean into that.
Wow.
The bad guy position and kind of started to play it up and realize how much it used to sell.
Wow.
That was mad
Do you
looking
know
at the
what?
dynamics.
Do you know what? One of my regrets in life is I wish as a kid I got to see that, live that, play that out.
When
You know what I
Simply
mean?
the Best came on and the lights would go dark, it'd go black in the room.
Yeah.
And he'd appear in the darkness, like wrestling, bro. Lights come on, Eubank Senior's standing there, hands just there, and he'd just be there, fixed, staring at one place while the song played. Place would go mad. People used to hate him so much, they'd be like, "Sss," just hissing the whole time he's walking, and he'd walk in and be like, at the fence. And he'd stand by the ropes and then jump over it. Every single time I got gassed. Every single time.
I'm so. Do you know how?
Bro,
do you know how jealous I am that you got to? Because I got into this too late, bro.
Bro, like, when I tell you, I was emotionally invested at 10 years old.
Freaking hell,
when he lost certain big fights,
Yeah.
tears, bro.
I remember telling you.
Tears, fam. I couldn't believe it.
Do you know what? And that's like, and obviously my dad was not interested in boxing.
Is it?
Yeah, my mum got my dad into football.
Do you know what's
Like,
mad?
It was so mad.
How
like-
many big fights that I actually watched live? Tyson Holyfield won. I watched that live. Jerome McClellan and AJ Ben watched that live. I stood to my dad with like, it was in the dining room. And I remember Tyson was losing to Holyfield. I said to my grandma, can you please pray for Tyson? And she said to me, no prayer is going to work tonight.
Wait, what did your grandma say?
She said, no prayer. She goes, no. She said, that's a waste of prayer.
Why did she know?
Fam, she's watching bro. We watch boxing in my house, bro. Holyfield came into the ring praying, bro. My grandma
your
weren't
grandma
praying
was-
against that.
No. Your grandma weren't praying against that.
Fam,
There was
bro.
that's a good memory, you know. Literally, now it's exciting because I'm enjoying it. But then, like, even I got a daughter in it. I got my daughter into taekwondo and stuff, but she's a princess. She's not on fighting. My daughter's not on fighting, so I can't really make her watch this.
I was teaching my daughter how to box this weekend,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. Bro, because I've been teaching her how to box since she was like 2.
Yeah.
So when I was like, throw a jab and she throws a jab properly, I'm like, right, yeah, do you still remember that?
Yeah.
So it's there. I don't want her to just be able to just tuck men in.
Yeah. It's crazy. But anyway, moving on.
Babich.
Big up. Can we just say,
Go on.
big up to Conor Benn. We want to see the Josh Kelly fight. I think it's like all the other fights, just throw those fights in the bin. This is what we care about. This is the one. Adam Smith was talking some stuff saying that he still feels he's at British level. Like he doesn't think, he said there's still a lot of domestic fights that he wants to see. I kind of,
No, that's fine. I think, 2-3, like we had a caller over the weekend. He said, 2-3 more fights. And then, after that, start making a step at the world stage and getting there with Porter. Now, hearing Sean Porter and Conor Benn now sounds crazy. But
It's so
if we start
war,
looking at it at 3 fights time, that's potentially a year and a half.
there you go.
And it's like, okay.
But
maybe-
can you imagine? Because anytime Porter goes into a fight, it's a war.
I know.
You
but
can
remember,
imagine this.
Porter in a year and a half's time might be getting a bit older. There's so many factors to consider. But, with boxing,
That's what it
You
is.
can't say no chance.
can't say no chance.
Let's go. Next topic.
Babich.
My guy.
Listen, Babich has become a fan favorite very quickly.
My guy.
Straight gusto,
Listen.
straight energy. What he did to Tom Little,
Yes.
I mean, when the fight started, there was a part of me that was just like, oh, geez, he's coming up against the real heavyweight and it might come unstuck.
He called himself the Gypsy Hippopotamus or something like that. Gypsy Hippopotamus or something like that. It was very funny what he called himself. But I'm gonna play something because
Let's
save it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
save for after.
Cool.
So the second round, right? Babich is just swinging. I mean, Babich's style is so nuts. It's just straight in your chest, bang,
Yes.
bang, 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 bang. Hope for the best, bang, 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 bang. He just
and he
goes for
calls it though. He
calls
said,
it.
"I'm gonna knock you out real early."
Goes to war. Now there was a point in the fight where I saw Tom Little just in the pocket on the ropes, taking the shots, blocking shots, and then looking at him like boom, 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 boom. And I was just like, oh no, he's gonna let him gas himself out. Then it just all started to come apart, and I started to realize that Babich might have some power in them hands. Not that I doubted it because he's knocking man out, but I'm like, this is some power that you can't really ignore.
Listen, the guy is what they call him, Savage Babich. Yeah. He is a total savage, bro. And what I like about him, bro, the guy looks like Zangief, fam. He's got a Zangief beard. I don't care what anyone says, bro.
That's funny.
He looks like, you just look at him and you think, you know what, everything about you, usually you get the Eastern European fighter that it's like, oh, can I relate to you? Do you, what are you giving me when I see you?
Yeah.
Everything's correct. Everything is correct. He's that guy
Babich
that,
ain't
you know
playing.
that guy that will turn up I don't know. At my school, yeah, there was that one Polish sheet that would turn up. He's not Polish, obviously, but he'll turn up with shoes and still kick ball with the man them.
Oh yeah, shoes and tracksuit bottoms.
But he's on job.
In the gym,
He's on job.
I see a couple.
Stamina 90. Stamina 90 doesn't
Strength
get tired.
92. Just banging with the best of them all game long. Lovely in defense.
He's strength 92. Man's just got mad Bieber stats in his
he's
life.
on it.
And this is what I'm saying.
I like Babich's energy for me is just straight, no nonsense. Don't disrespect me. Don't talk nonsense about me, bro, because then it's personal now.
Yeah, I think to call him small.
Fam, I love the fact that he don't, oh, you guys calling me small. What's this? I'm like Jack Dempsey. I'm like those guys. I don't like, fam. Don't try and rubbish this man. Don't dismiss him as a small guy, bro.
And I got what's so sick about him, yeah? One trigger word. Mention the name Hergovic.
Don't piss him off.
Don't mention him, bro.
If you start to show affiliation with Hergovic in front of Babich, it's
First round, let's take the center of the
smoke.
stage. Bang out. Are you on it? If you're on it, I'm on it.
He's here for it, bro.
Hug. Even he's hug. Yeah, he's like, why you mention Hergovic?
And it's nuts because Tom Little had me believing a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Tom Little was like,
Nope.
yo, I'm in shape. Look at that guy on the wall. That's me when I was fat. Look at me now. I'm trim. He gave us a good say.
No, Babich told us, oh, so you do cross trainer. You think that? I'm no cross trainer.
Fam, it was something else. And the thing is, when he knocked him out, like, it didn't look like he knocked him out as in, oh, he's unconscious. It looked like he just got hit and was like, oh, I've had enough of this. I'm out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got nothing's working and it hurts. So that's the end.
You know what's so, like, I'm on this, as I said, I got a first class ticket on this Babich train. I'm just gonna I'm on it.
See where it goes.
And it's the bridgerweight division now and he wouldn't like it. If I said bridgerweight to him, he
doesn't want it.
He'll probably punch me in my face.
And it's mad.
Do you know what I mean?
It's mad because there is a part of me that feels like I don't realistically see how you mix with the big boys. I don't see it. But it's not up for me to see it. It's up for it to, go out and prove what you can do, brother. And I'm gonna be watching.
Because let's play games now. Imagine Dubois gets it done, yeah, this weekend. Oh, Joyce.
Yeah.
Babich versus one of them is exciting.
Not for me.
No?
I mean, it's exciting, yes. But I really don't see it. What against
Especially
Babich and Dubois?
Why not? It raises someone's stock. Again, remember, if you're talking about fights that would just do this to your career.
These guys are further along than Babich. That's the truth. Babich has got a lot of guys to
but I don't think he cares.
He doesn't care, and that's the beautiful thing.
I don't think he cares. I think he says to himself.
It's one of them ones now where it's like he has all of his stat categories have a question mark over them because you start thinking to yourself, what would it look like if he was in there with so-and-so?
Yeah.
Until we find this level, the Babich train moves forward.
It moves forward, brother. And again, we can get up at any time we want.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? We're not tied to this train.
Yeah.
But at the moment, first class tickets.
Now,
let's go.
The Fabio. Go on.
Do you want me to play the little thing?
Yes.
So, and this is what happened after such a devastating loss. And anyway, I'll see what you think about this. I thought it was really cool. Shout out to Puneet for sending this to us.
Chase my dream. I'm not downhearted that I chased my dream. I ain't downhearted that I chased and failed. I ain't downhearted at all that I chased and failed. Because listen, at least I chased. At least I had a go. And either whether people like me or don't, I tried. So, and that's all that anybody can ever ask you. No one can ever ask you anything other. Do you know what I mean? Not to say that to anybody. Whether you win, lose, draw, achieve what you want, or fall at the first hurdle, try. Don't. Listen, it's easy for people to sit on Twitter or in comment sections or whatever it is, and put you down for what you're trying to do or what you've tried to do. But listen, go and do whatever you want to do. Try and be what you want to be, but always, at the end of the day, always be honest to yourself, and that's it. You can't ask anything more than that. At least I can say, look, I've done for a lot of years what I love doing. I love boxing. I love it. I absolutely love boxing, and Listen, the one thing I'm proud of, I found my way back to boxing, and I'm proud that I'm proud that I tried. I tried something. I'm absolutely heartbroken that I didn't do what I thought I was capable of doing. But it's what it is, isn't it?
You know what?
Really,
Yeah,
that's really touching, man.
That proper touched me, and the killer is all jokes aside and stuff.
No, for real.
I subscribe to what he just said.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many, like, I say this all the time, like, there's so many people, and again, I always talk to the dreamers. There's so many people that got dreams and they're not doing anything about it. Do you know what I'm saying? And they see someone else doing what they're doing, and it's not to the greatest standard, but they're trying. While you're playing it safe, he's out there trying. So I can never knock a man that is trying.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
And that was so real. It's like, you can't knock a man that's tried and failed.
Yes.
Because he tried. He put his name in the hat and took a shot at greatness. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the time, there's always that quote. There's a poem that I came to know through Chris Eubank Sr. And it's like, talking about a man in the arena. It's not about the critic who, writes about this man. It's about the man in the arena. That applies to every element of life, where it's like, you get a lot of people when naysayers, like when he says it's easy to go on Twitter and comment and just say, that was rubbish, or that was this and that. But, this guy is the one you're talking about. He's in the game. He's in the game. Like, win or lose, he tried. He knows he's at peace now with himself. Yeah. Because he put his foot forward and it didn't work out. 100%. He can move on to the next chapter. There's a lot of people sitting on what ifs, and that what if burns a deeper hole in you as a person than knowing that you couldn't do it.
Well, I think about it like this podcast, to be honest. Think about it like, we're trying something. The funny thing is, when we started this year, you got a big following on Twitter, so do I. Do you know what I mean? Twitter and Instagram. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, a lot of people will say, when we first started, can you imagine when we first started this pod, it was getting like 100 views and stuff, yeah? It was like, people would be like, why are they doing this? Do you know what I mean? Like, you lot are bigger than this, and this, that, and the other and stuff. And it's like almost putting yourself out there, and you can go with the shame of, it's not the biggest podcast in the world yet. That doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're trying something, and you don't just get fans. You know what I mean? People have to come on a journey. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So right now is to the optics.
We've got a family going right now.
Now we got a family. Do you know what I mean? Now, like, we got a family growing, but then in a sense that we put ourselves in a position to be looked at funny in the light, obviously, because we know what the following we've come from. Do you know what I mean? But just because you have a following doesn't mean they lock in.
But even starting any career in any form of like entertainment or anything like that, you could just not be funny.
Yeah,
you just not be funny, but you have to try to know. And I think respect to
amazing respect. But I feel like someone has to prayers out to him. I'm not gonna lie,
prayers out to him, because I know that feeling of losing and it all kind of coming to an end. That must be tough. But he's a nice guy. He was gracious in defeat. Showed a lot of love to Babich. Yeah, and you know what I mean, we're showing a lot of love to him right now, man. So salute to you, bro.
You know what I mean? Salute to that career, man. All the best, and hope life after it. And you're not your career. I always say that to people as well. You know what I mean? Just because, you say, hi, I'm a comedian. No, there's you before
you're a man.
Your career.
You know what I mean? You're a father, you're a son, you're a sister, you're a brother, you're a cousin. It's there. There's more to you.
Let's go.
So I saw an interview this week, right? It was Adam Smith and with Boxing Social, Rob Tebbit. And now Rob shows us bare love. Like, shouts out to Rob, man. Do you know what I mean? Because man shows us love on Twitter with our pod as well. So
but
like,
Rob came with the Dan Aziz energy.
Came with energy, bruv. He was sticking it on Adam Smith in a way that I haven't seen anyone do.
Never.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I like to see. Do you know what I mean? On this pod, we like to go on the ledge.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And if we ever sit with the people we've been talking about, stick it on them same way.
First round, bang out.
Do you know what I mean? When we sat down, even last week with Dan Aziz, we spoke a chat with Dan Aziz, 100. And he goes, the way you, man, he goes, Trav, what you said to Okoli, he goes, was mad.
It was mad.
It was mad.
It was wild.
But that energy, I like to see it because it brings authentic conversations.
Yeah.
So Rob Tebbit was chatting to Adam Smith, and he says to him, he's like, look, man, you're charging £24.95 for this pay-per-view of AJ and Pulev.
Where did the extra?
He goes, last year, you did Ruiz AJ2, right? And that was $24.95. You said then the prices would never be this high. Normally, this is not a standard thing. This is because this fight it's like Joe Frazier and Ali. It's us up there with the greats. He goes, here we are a year later, and you're adding £5 on in the middle of a pandemic. What's going on?
Where's this come from?
He goes, yeah, why don't you just want to give something back to the boxing community whilst we're all reeling as a society? Adam Smith came back with the responses. And, to be fair to Adam, the responses were legit answers in terms of, you know, it doesn't come down just to me. There's bosses upstairs that we have to report to. And at the end of the day, we're losing so much on the gate now that people can't attend fights. And it is a business. And AJ is
We
a
gotta
top
sign
end fighter.
AJ.
He's a top end fighter.
We gotta sign AJ.
Exactly. So it's like the business costs. And ultimately his response was, it is a choice. Ultimately, it's a subscription business. And it is ultimately a business.
And the funny thing is,
and it's sorry, go on.
Go ahead. The funny thing is, because I want to know what your take is on, because really and truly, it's a bit nuts that they're paying that price. But then you got to think of the price to get AJ out.
You know what it is?
We need to see AJ.
It's the crossroad between business and that emotional awareness.
Yeah.
Right? And there is always that point where they butt heads because business and feelings can't work side by side. And it's like, you know, there is the costs that are just going to be there. AJ is going to be expensive. These things are going to be expensive fights to make.
And we need the gate.
So the gate is being lost.
There you go.
So they're relying solely on pay-per-view. I'm not, how can I say this? I'm not incredibly mad at the fact that the price is the price.
But let's wait. So now,
But I tell you where it gets tricky is there's so many, because normally how these things work is fight cycles. You get these guys fighting. It's rare AJ and Canelo would fight both on the same weekend. They'd fight a few months apart and it would just be spaced out. So you wouldn't feel the price of a pay-per-view. But here we are, the world just opened back up. So the fights are on all at the same time.
Yes,
We've been talking about fight season because this doesn't happen week in, week out.
It's fake.
It's not real.
It's not real.
But what the problem is now is that the fight cycle may stay the same in 4 months' time when these guys all want to fight again.
There you go.
And we're now, boom, 24.
And now you break it down, Tyson versus Roy Jones, £30.
That's £20.
I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
£30. This fight, you might as well, because I round up in it. £25, don't try it. Let's just call it 30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, that's them, how they do it is like, raw, boom.
When there's £4 and one in
I ain't doing that. £30. Yeah? So I've almost spent £60, bro. £60 has been spent. Do you know what I mean? And that's too little.
It's tough.
That's not even far apart, bro.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? So when you break it down, and again, a lot of people have lost their jobs. There hasn't been bailout for people. So I can understand the other side now. We are fight fans. We're watching it.
Yeah.
Irregardless, but I know a lot of people can't afford. So I understand what Rob was doing.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I don't want to seem like it's insensitive, but I'm just trying to really try and be impartial because
I can see.
I know
I'm
the fan.
I can see it from both.
But
sides.
I'm also thinking, what does that look like on that side when you're trying to get those fights over the line?
Yes.
Because AJ could never be fighting on normal TV. Now, I don't know what the difference on the markup, what that £5 does for their thing. But when that much money has been lost in another area, not to talk about politics, but the congestion charge suddenly became all week and later in the time to make up for the fact that they've been given all these.
But don't get twisted. They've had
furloughs.
They've had a plan.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, it's all the scales.
I hear you.
The scales turn somehow. The scales balance out another way. So this is the boxing world's version of that, and it's like I'm not on the side of these decisions because we are the ones who have to fork out and pay for it. Whereas Rob was, he made a good point when he's like, so why do we have to fit the bill when the guys upstairs and all those big budgets could help out? Fair enough, but
because them man of Sky are still getting their bonuses, fam.
It's just
someone's getting a bonus, fam.
Yeah,
and you know when you see them bonuses. They are some egregious bonuses. I know you can't count pockets here, but you see a bonus, you say, Ross, swear down, is that what you're making?
In the pandemic.
In a whole pandemic. Like, this is random, but I dare you, check how much they're making, for some of these charities. I mean, the
pound breakdown.
The main man. No, not it, bro. The bonus of the main man running things.
Oh, I see.
It'll make you uncomfortable. I'm not going to say anyone's names because it is what it is, but it's disgusting.
I mean, keeping it on this convo, though, it's like, it's one of them things where I don't know. I feel like just the way business has always worked.
Yeah.
There's not much else we can expect from it.
It's the way the cookie crumbles, fam. Obviously, Rob.
Shout out to Rob, though, man.
Rob, you were on energy, bruv.
Telling you. And even when he interviewed Eddie Hearn, he signed off and was like, it's nice being in the bubble. Thanks for that. I don't think I'm going to be invited back in, but I appreciate the experience anyway. I was like, oh my days, God smoke.
No, wait.
He came in like a grenade. Bow! This is who I am, and I'm out. Probably ain't coming back.
Do you know what's so funny, He got Adam Smith almost into promo voice mode. Because Adam Smith was like, he sounds normal. Then he got into, the voice that you do?
Yeah.
When he's like, I can't do his voice. So it's like, There's loads of fights I want to watch. There's, you know, he's like naming all the fights. I'll buy all the fights. If I could buy all the fights,
I know.
I'm gonna talk about it. It doesn't matter.
If we could get to your female Lopez and Loma, we'd all got Loma. And he's just laying them up.
He was angry, bruv. But it's what it is. Boxing Social, you'll never be invited back to the bubble. But big up anyway.
Big up.
You went out with a bang.
Energy, fam.
You went out with a bang. I know this is off topic, yeah? But I've always wanted to, you know, like win the lottery, yeah, and be at a mad desk job and just flip the table and say, "F this, I'm out. I'm done.
Peace.
I never liked anything, even though I like them." But I've always wanted to do that.
You know what I've always said I would do if I was working a 9 to 5 and I won the lottery?
Yeah.
I would just literally call the sick every single day until they fire me.
You're so petty.
But that's because the job at the time I hated, bro. I was calling sick every single day just to wait for your threshold.
Why are you like that?
That's a hated the job.
No, but that is who you are though. Even wait, this is coming out here. This episode's coming out, so everyone's seen the red corner.
Yeah.
So I please understand, yeah. Travis's personality is this, yeah. Travis will just message you like how
Fam. And
how
the thing
Kieran was
is,
talking, yeah.
I wanted to spark Kieran, fam. I actually genuinely wanted this to happen. And then he really dedicated himself to the boxing career. And it's like,
this is it.
I gotta keep that same energy. I would have gone to spar him. Had you not said to me, bro, come on, man, what you did?
Yeah, because
I'd have shown up.
It was mad. It was mad. And this is Travis's energy, because why Travis is funny, yeah. Travis messaged me. I was on my Peloton. I love my Peloton bike. I'm on it, like doing my thing. Yeah. And there's 11,000 people. 11,000, yeah. Oh, I finished in the top 10.
This is bad.
I said, I was proud of myself. Yeah. I was like, raw, I done well today. I put it out onto the Instagram. Mind my own business. Travis said, what do you say? Don't put this rubbish up.
I said, don't
if it's
post,
not first.
I said, don't post this rubbish up if you're not number one.
11,000. I was so, but you know, I didn't even, usually that kind of thing would just frustrate me and piss me off. It's Travis. This is what he does. So I said, you know what?
I'm a fiercely competitive individual.
You're competitive. And there's a game. There's a game coming out.
There's a game coming out.
There's a game
where
coming
I think
out.
I'll be able to unleash.
I'm going to show the, can you play it?
Yeah, let's give it to them, man.
There's a boxing game coming out. Listen.
As a gamer and a lover of boxing, this was just wonderful to see. Esports Boxing Club.
Is this the game?
Is this the game that reunites the gaming division? Fam, I watched it and I was like, the trailer, I was like, oh my days.
Let's go. You can do some talking over it. Listen.
Welcome back, sports gamers.
Oh
it's
my
Natural. Got the long-awaited
Who is this, bro?
gameplay trailer for Esports Boxing Club. We've been covering the game closely from the beginning.
Why are you talking, bro?
Turn off this guy's voice, bro.
We have a game.
Loser, bro. Get out. Anyway,
so here we are.
You got Conor Benn in the ring.
Moving wonderfully, bro.
Revolutionary footwork system, bro.
Bro, I'm looking at
Come
this.
on.
Look at the big
Still
right hand
City.
landed. Still City
Let's
interactive.
Go. ESBC,
Bro.
Josh Kelly.
I'm ready to dominate the ESBC division. I know I am.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, this looks
looking realistic.
amazing.
It's looking realistic. It's
the
looking
movement is legit.
Have you ever, I don't know if you know about boxing games.
Yeah.
And
Fight night, bro.
we haven't had boxing games for so long.
The only reason I keep my Xbox 360 connected in my house is so that I can play Fight Night every once in a while to remind myself what boxing games I like.
Bro, I'm gonna become champion on this game. Understand, I'm doing career story mode. What are you telling me I can't be a champion?
You're gonna be a champ. You're gonna be a
can't
champ.
say no
You're gonna be a
chance.
champ in your story mode. But if you bring that online and you're in my,
Don't tell me I ain't gonna be a champ in your story mode.
Clearing out the ESBC division, 100%.
Bro, unless, listen,
Put that out there.
The only way you're beating me is if you got weights in the egg weight form. If you got like egg,
Listen, if that happens,
egg weight form,
if that happens, I'm firing Mark Breland, bro. I'm winning. No one's beating me at this game.
there's no way.
Remember I said that, yeah? I'm putting it out there straight into the atmosphere of the universe.
Listen,
When this game comes out, nobody's beating me, not even the developers.
do you know why I hate Travis?
You don't wanna know how I
this
give it up?
game, Travis put this. No, I'm gonna say who Travis is. Travis put this game. He showed us in the group. He said, "Yo, it's here. This game's coming." And he goes, Nobody in this group is beating me. The game has not even been. It's not anywhere. No one has
smoke.
it.
I'm on smoke.
How do you feel like this?
I'm unifying the ESBC division. I'm taking it international. I'm clearing out.
I can't wait. Online
pound for pound number one.
Online, literally, I'm gonna buy this game. I'm gonna buy this game, and what I'm gonna do, I'm not telling anyone that I'm training.
Listen, all I want to do is this.
I'm gonna own it weeks before you get it.
We're putting it out there right now. There's gonna be an undefeated ESBC league. Yeah?
Yes.
And we're gonna do this. All the subscribers.
Everyone.
Sign up to the league.
October. Everyone.
And when you lot see how I reign on the top of this division, I want support. I want absolute.
You want flowers?
Pound for pound, number one celebrations. I want a parade.
You man are done for us. Anyway,
I want a parade.
I'm gonna put a stop to it.
Go if you.
I'm
say
putting
so.
stop to it, bro.
If you say so, bro.
Let's go. I can't believe what that and you know waking up like you must be mad. You know
It's crazy.
it's crazy.
Every day it's this. All right, so yeah, so this Crawford situation. I mean,
Crawford, Aaron beef.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it because so Crawford. All right, so Crawford-Arum came out and he's essentially doubled down on his previous comments. He's like, listen,
you gotta give my flowers though.
What
speculation flowers? I had some speculation flowers. Cool, John.
So you did say that must have been a maddest message that was sent to Crawford-Arum for him to suddenly change his tune, and there clearly was. So Crawford-Arum, on why he made comments about Crawford, we saw it on Michael Benson's Twitter page. He goes, what Crawford's camp did was reprehensible. The lawyer sent a letter to us, that's fine. But you don't have to release it to the press. This should have been behind closed doors. I'm not going to take this. Then he said, listen, I'm happy to no longer be involved in the Crawford business. I'm going to hand this stuff over to Todd. That's his son who works at Top Rank as well. And he's like, he can deal with it. Whatever he decides to do, cool. He goes, I'm too old for this crap.
Kai!
And it's mad because Crawford came out and made some comments basically saying, look, you know what he said was crazy, but we're still going to work things out at Top Rank. And I'm just now thinking, is Crawford the person in the relationship that doesn't accept that it's over?
Yeah, you know, like when someone breaks up with you, like, but why?
Yeah, and it's just like, look, can we still talk at least? And it's just like,
no, we can't talk.
Don't be the person. Like, I would like to see Crawford leave Top Rank, and only because it's a bad work. It's clearly shown that it's a bad place for your business.
Crawford feels like he's gonna send. You know when you start sending a text, and remember old school days of texting, and it was like text number 1, text number 2, text number 3. Like it's not. It's like a whole draft thing.
Yeah,
he's gonna send a long message, 8 missed calls, bro.
I would just say
you're the champion, bro.
I would say just release me and let me go. Because what happened to Andre Ward? He had promoter issues, right?
Yeah,
and that did it just slowed things down.
Yes,
we had so much respect for Ward, but Ward was inactive for a big period, and it's like I don't want that to happen with Crawford. And go to PBC, even go to Floyd Mayweather Promotions, bruv. Be it like I hear what you're saying, but look what he's doing for Tank. Tank is in big fights.
It makes sense.
Get over there. Let Floyd talk whilst you get to just be yourself. Because let's not pretend like there still isn't a problem that needs to be dealt with regards to the promotion.
But then end of the day, you said it last week, and then even Dana came out and said it as well. Bro, you're the promoter, fam.
100%.
Promote.
100%.
Promote me, fam.
No, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
I'm doing my job, but I get what you're saying, because in the same way.
But what I'm saying is, over at PBC,
yeah,
it'll be a lot easier. Over at Mayweather Promotions, it'd be a lot louder. It'd be a lot more Crawford movement in the social media play. We'd see a lot more of him, and that would just naturally boost the profile.
Where's Errol signed to?
He's on PBC, Garcia as well.
I'd go over there where they are. That Mayweather link is not bad, you know.
It's not bad at all.
It's a nice link actually,
You're
and you can see their friends.
You're still in the fold.
You've seen them all talking after fights, you know, like them all having a conversation. Javante's there, this on. So you think, you know what?
I'd like it. It's just a case of whether or not he sees it as a clash of business to focus on two prominent names. But for me, I'm like, just get away from Crawford-Arum, bruv.
And I think you've definitely burnt the bridge.
Yeah, just let it be burnt.
Because if he says that, I'm not interested, no matter what, I'm out.
I don't want no one.
Yeah.
You can't negotiate from a place of no matter what you say, I'm staying. That's no value there. Be ready to leave the table, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, this week,
let's talk about it.
We can talk about that next week, innit?
Cool.
All right, so this week is Joyce and Dubois, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones.
Woo! All right, so we're almost done, but this is what you lot are here for. You lot want to know.
Joyce and Dubois.
Can I do my thing when I start doing, how I get on the call-in show? When I start, listen, people, right now, it's here. Listen. Daniel Dubois, Joyce, both boring, but in the ring, it's fireworks, it's electric, it's electrifying. The most exciting fight in sports entertainment, bruv. Drop a bomb. I'm telling you right now, yeah. Sam Jones said it. He said, listen, my fighter is the fighter. He was talking about Daniel Dubois. He got confused, but he remembered he was talking about Joyce. It was crazy.
Frank Warren said he's been in this business for 40 years.
Unnecessary information
for no reason.
We accepted it. Nevertheless, listen, Frank Warren says this fight here is so mad. This fight is so mad that whatever happens in this fight, there's going to be big changes. Not really. They're both your fighters. Listen, this fight is super exciting anyway. I know why you laughing.
Listen, man said they're both your fighters.
They're both your fighters. Anyway, let's talk about this properly. This is a super fight. People can't choose. We was on the call-ins today. 50% said, yo, I think Joyce is taking it. The other 50, obviously 50%, said, listen, it's going to Daniel Dubois. This fight here, we are doing a call-in, bruv. After the fight, call us, bruv. Don't go, listen, don't be on Twitter. Come to us, bruv. Mad thing.
As soon as the post-fight interview has happened, get straight on our live. We will be talking the fight. It's going to be crazy. You know what's mad, yeah?
Talk to me, bro.
I look at this and I'm like, I just don't see how Dubois doesn't win the fight.
Bro?
Do you know why I say that? Because Joyce, right, whilst he has all this amateur stuff people like to bring up, he's never displayed the skills of someone who has the experience he has. The only time I ever am impressed by Joyce is when he does that mad flip cartwheel.
I love the backflip.
After the fight. Yeah, I'm always like,
because you're too big. How'd you do that?
Yeah. But inside the ring, it's just walking forward, taking bangs and giving bangs. And I'm like,
yeah.
Once Dubois puts 2, 3 or 4 together, I promise you, them legs are going to buckle and he's going to go.
Bro, me and you are on the same side. I am with, yep, we're on the same side. Listen.
I almost don't know how to feel.
Neither do I. But listen, what it is, yeah, I don't know if I'm fighting safe and like I don't want to lose again, innit? It's long, like.
I hear that.
Or, no, but honestly, because Daniel Dubois, seek and destroy type mission. Straight in, Joyce ain't gonna move. He ain't gonna move. It's gonna be a boxing trade-off. Back. And really and truly, I'm going with the younger fighter. I'm going with the fighter, the prospect with the ceiling, the higher ceiling.
That's right.
Listen, Daniel Dubois actually has to win this fight. For things to get exciting again, yeah, we need Joyce. He ain't gonna. What kind of champion is he gonna? No disrespect. Actually, all the disrespect.
He's not really a champion.
He's not the guy, bruv.
These belts are...
Bro, we're in the barbershop. If he came into the barbershop, you're not the guy. Get out, bruv. It's not you, bruv. Sometimes be on the ledge with me, bruv. Who is he, bruv? Out here backflipping for no reason, bruv. Get out, bruv.
Nah, he's still got to win. Dubois still got to win.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but he will win.
Yeah.
Who is he, bruv?
Nah, but he's more decorated than Dubois.
Decoration? What kind of decorations are we talking about?
Bruv, the amateur experience is still experience that you can't just say, who is he?
Listen, I don't want that tree. I'm telling you right now, not decorated. I don't care. It's close to Christmas. You see what I just did there? It's fine. Listen, Daniel Dubois, I'm ready, bruv. This fight is going to be... You're just going to bash him up. First round, back. Second round, back. Joyce is gonna go back. He's gonna be in his corner like, bro, what's going on? What am I doing? This fight's mad. He won't talk that fast. It's a bit slow. Cool. And then it's mad, isn't it? He will be slow. He'll be like, oh my god, like,
what?
He's gonna win.
I reckon it's gonna be one of those fights where it takes a while for Dubois to get to him properly. I reckon it's gonna surprise us. What? You think 4 rounds?
4 rounds.
I think 6.
It's over.
I say 6.
4 rounds. Daniel Dubois finishes it. They're going to try and come and trade. And Joyce says, Daniel Dubois can bang, you know. He's got a very nice jab. And it's a powerful jab. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's got the same power in his jab that Lennox had, but it's a jab. It's a good jab.
The only thing that can throw a spanner in the works is how resilient Joyce is. Like, I think that he's going to come apart under Dubois, but if he can take it, and be there. No, he's not. Because again, once a referee knows that you're a durable fighter,
he's in danger.
Giving you,
if you're not bringing it back,
fam, I'm telling you, if he can take the power and we get to round 8 and 9,
that's a lot of power.
Yes, but he hasn't been really
stopped like that.
Stopped him? Yeah,
this man's gonna stop him.
Well, let's see, man. Tyson Jones.
Jones. I'll let you go first.
You know what?
I'm gonna say Tyson just to make it exciting because I've got a feeling you're gonna say something mad.
I think Roy Jones. I really do.
Really?
I saw an article that said that there is drug testing for this fight, but they are not testing for marijuana. That let me know that Tyson is still smoking up to his time. So with that being said, I'm thinking he's going to have 1.5 rounds of absolute mayhem in him.
Yeah.
Then after that, it's going to be Roy Jones with them snappy single shots.
What, on points?
Yeah. Or Tyson gasses and, you know what I mean? You don't want to keep going.
But you know what the thing is? I would have agreed with you. However, I've been watching Roy Jones like training videos and he doesn't look like he moves very quickly.
Those feet ain't moving.
Them feet are like, he said, I'm going to be on my back. I'm going to move as quick as I can.
But his hands are still like, they're still sharp.
I hear you. But
So my thing is this.
Yeah.
If Tyson is not in the condition he needs to be in because he's been smoking mad weed, yeah, he's going to rush in, take a shot, maybe take a couple. He might take one on the way in and it does. Remember, we got to start realizing these are not young men.
They're old.
Yes. So the whole take one, we don't know if he's in a position to take any shots. Yeah? When these men turn up the gears, look what happens to Kell Brook. No one is... Kell Brook is not even old.
Man.
No, Kell Brook's not old. David Haye, when he fought Bellew, they weren't old by human standards. They were old by boxing years.
Yeah.
So when they took a shot, crumbled. It broke down right in front of our eyes.
Tyson's last fight was in 2005.
Add 20, 30 years on top of that and tell me that these men got punch resistance.
Hear me out. Tyson's last fight was in 2005, bro.
15 strong years ago. And it's not like he was in shape back then. 15 years ago,
He's losing to
random
Williams and McBride and them, man, there.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to bet on this fight because this ain't a fight to bet on. But I really do think Roy Jones might just nip it.
I just got a feeling that I was just getting from the videos.
And also, sorry, one last point.
Go on.
I think there's too much on it for Tyson.
How do you mean?
Sometimes, you know, when the stakes are just too high for you, it can cause you to just something can go wrong for you because of it's not relaxed walking into the ring for you.
No, that's why this
is I need this.
He's got
Whereas Roy was just like, I'll do it with you if you want. Those situations for me, yeah, it could be a banana skin mindset.
Well, the funny thing is, you know, there was a poster fight before back in the day, some time ago. So now you understand there's some previous. Listen, Roy Jones is coming to fight. That's one thing for sure. Roy Jones is coming to fight. The only thing is, why I say it's different is I just don't think he can. I don't know if he'll be quick enough to get away when it starts.
I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he can stay away for 2 rounds, then by all means, you're right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If Tyson's coming at you full pelt, and Tyson knows I gotta get this done quick because I smoke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's coming on that kind of mission, stay out of the way.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We're gonna be
really
here for it though.
Yeah, 100%. I just think we could be in for a real surprise. I think we could really be in for a surprise.
I think we've seen our boxing surprises this year. I think we saw White. That was a big surprise. We saw what's the Fury fight.
Do you know what my hope is for this fight?
What?
That both men are in great condition after the fight.
Of course.
That's literally.
Of course. Everyone goes home safe.
Because I'm not gonna feel great with Tyson losing and Roy winning, or either way around. I'm not just. It's not a celebration thing. It's more one of them ones where I'm like, you know what? I just hope you're both good afterwards.
Yeah, because like 2 uncles that you're like, oh,
yeah, literally, you're both legendary man that we bring up in conversations with respect. I'm like, nobody stayed out. If you get stopped on your feet, smiling, posing, showing love in the post fight.
Yeah, 2 uncles.
No matter what it is.
It's 2 uncles at the barbecue.
Yeah,
that have got into it and you're like, wrong, like, allow it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like both of you. Though.
Yeah, it's a tough one. But it's going to be exciting. And the undercard is nuts. Jake Paul.
Come on.
Sorry, Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson, NBA player.
Oh, that's still happening?
That's happening. Vidal Riley's fighting on the undercard.
We are here for it.
Badu Jack is fighting someone on the undercard. I don't remember their opponents' names. But, no disrespect. I just don't remember the names. The undercard thing was there.
It's exciting.
I tried to find it secretly while I was on the phone. I just can't
find it. We before that though, we got Joyce.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a night. It's gonna be a great night.
We're gonna watch so much boxing.
It's so much boxing, bro.
I can't wait.
So straight after the Joe Joyce fight, we're gonna be going live. All right. Fight season. It's been interrupted a little bit because the coronavirus has cancelled bare fights left, right, and center. This week we are here. So yeah, man.
This is the Undefeated Podcast. I'm KG.
I'm Travis J. Look out for the Red Corner dropping on Wednesdays. This Red Corner would have come out. I don't know why I said that in this episode. Wild. It's nuts. But look out for the next one, isn't it?
Look out for the calling, man. Anyway,
all right, guys. Peace, man.
Undefeated, you're always gonna go. You ain't
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.
I liked it still.
Yeah, same.
I liked it. Very nice, very clean.